In this video, we are going to be multiplying a binomial, 2, times a trinomial, something that has 3. So I'm going to show this over the box method, and I'm going to show it as the FOIL method. So notice we have 1, 2, 3 boxes. So that's going to be my x squared minus 5x and a positive 6. And only 2 here, so that's going to be my x and my negative 3. So now I'm just going to look and see what's on the outside of each box. On the outside of this box, I have an x times x squared becomes x cubed. I have a negative 5x times x becomes a negative 5x squared. I have an x times 6 is a positive 6x. Then I'm going to look at each one of these boxes. I have an x squared times a negative 3. It's a negative 3x squared. Negative 3 times a positive 5x is a positive 15x. And negative 3 times 6 is a negative 18. Now we have to look and see what's exactly the same. So I don't have any other x cubes. I do, however, have 2x squareds and I have 2 x's. So this is going to end up being x cubed. Then I have a negative 5x squared and a negative 3x squared. Becomes negative 5 plus a negative 3 is a negative 8x squared. And I have a positive 6x and a positive 15x. So it's a positive 21x minus 18. Now, if you would prefer to do the FOIL or distribution method, I'm going to show that down below. So we're going to start with our x. X times x squared is x cubed. X times a negative 5x is a negative 5x squared. And x times a positive 6 is a plus 6x. Then I'm going to do negative 3 times x squared is negative 3x squared. Negative 3 times a negative 5x is a plus 15x. And negative 3 times 6 is negative 18. Then we have to combine any terms that are exactly the same. I don't have any other x cubes, but I do have another x squared, and I do have another x. Notice that I'm only combining x, and I'm only combining the x squared and the x squared. They have to be combined separate. So then my final answer is going to be x cubed, because I don't have anything else that's going to be added to it. I have a negative 5x squared and a negative 3x squared is a negative 8x squared. I have a positive 6x and a positive 15x is a positive 21x. And I have a negative 18. Same answer as above, just a different way to come about it, whichever works best for your brain. Let's look at number 2. So here again, I'm going to do the box method, and then I'm going to do the FOIL method. So I have 3 separate boxes here, which means I'm going to use my I'm going to use my trinomial. I have x squared, a negative 4x, and a positive 3. Then I have 2 boxes this way, so I'll do 2x and a positive 5. So I'm going to x squared times 2x is a 2x cubed. Negative 4x times a positive 2x is a negative 8x squared. Notice x times x is x squared. 3 times 2x is a 6x. X squared times 5 is a 5x squared. Negative 4x times 5 is a negative 20x. And 5 times 3 is 15. So now let's see what are my like terms, the things that I'm combining exactly the same. I don't have any other x cubes, but I do have 2x squareds. So those are going to be combined. And then I do have 2 x's. Those will be combined. So my final answer is going to be 2x cubed. I have a negative 8x squared and a positive 5. Negative 8 plus 5 is a negative 3x squared. I have a positive 6x and a negative 20x. 6 minus 20 is a negative 14x. And then I just have a 15 by itself. Just like before, I can rewrite this as 2x plus 5 and x squared minus 4x plus 3, and then I can distribute. So if I was going to do that, I would do 2x times x squared is 2x cubed. 2x times a negative 4x is a negative 8. 2 times 4 is 8. X squared, x times x is x squared. And then 2x times 3 is a 6x. Then 5 times x squared is a 5x squared. Sorry guys, I'm running out of room. 5 times a negative 4 is a negative 20x, and 5 times a positive 3 is 15. Now, just like before, we have to combine anything that's exactly the same. I don't have any x cubes, but I do have x squareds, and I do have 2 x's. So what that means is that I'm going to have 2x cubed, negative 8x squared plus 5x squared is a negative 3x squared. 6 minus 20 is a negative 14x plus 15. Same exact answer as above, just a different way to get about it. So whichever way works best for your brain. Have a wonderful day.